I'm back. I'm just making this video, a new video actually, because I made a video earlier. I did a whole mukbang with my turkey from the turkey leg hut, and I deleted it after I edited it and everything. iMovie was tripping, long story short, it's deleted. So now I'm like pissed off. And yeah, so now we're here. But, ooh, what the hell? I'm gonna curl my hair while we chit chat a little bit. I hope y'all are doing good, especially all this going on right now. I think a lot of people are bored. But I'm a healthcare worker, so I'll have to go back to work soon. So it won't really affect me as bad as in the boredom. But at the same time, I don't like the fact that the gyms are closed and I can't really work out as much as I wanted to. Anyways, so I'm using this. It's Paul Mitchell's Serum Super Skinny Serum. I'm gonna curl my hair tonight, then I'm gonna pin curl it later, like pin roll it, and then I'll tie it up. What's going on with you guys? Tell you guys a little bit about me, girl talk type of thing. Some of you guys know, but not all of you guys know. My name is Jody, or JAMAICAN. I was born and raised in Kingston, Jamaica. I came to the US when I was 19, and I've been here since. I celebrated my birthday recently, my dirty 30. I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I said that in public. Well, on a public platform, because I told myself I will never tell anyone I'm 30. Anybody asks me, I'm 25. Fuck that. But now, seeing that, you know, all these deaths going on and everything, I feel like it's a blessing to be 30. Not a lot of people live to see 30. Not a lot of people live to see past 20. So, you know, and I look good for my age. Like, I know this. So I shouldn't feel ashamed. I shouldn't be ashamed of that. I should embrace it because I'm still young. I can't feel it just yet. So I don't know when you're gonna, I don't know which age you actually feel your age, because I don't. I still feel good, I'm young, I'm fresh, I'm green. And besides, people never believe me when I tell them my age anyway, so that's a blessing within itself. In addition to celebrating my birthday, I got engaged. So that too is another exciting adventure. Me and my husband, we've been together almost 2 years. And it's funny because within the first 4 or 5 months, he kept telling everyone, oh, I'm gonna propose to her. I love her, I'm gonna propose to her. And I was like, no, the fuck you're not. And I didn't believe him. Because I've never, but you know what's so funny? Wait, I'm gonna give y'all a quick story. My mom will tell you this. I always told my mom, right? I used to say to anybody who would listen, I wanna be married by 30, and I wanna have that desire to be married before 30, because I always felt like whoever that I'm with, I want him to already been through the whole phase. Like, I want him to have gone through the young and dumb phase. Like, okay, he messed around with a lot of females, he used to be a player, been there, done that, and now he's tired, he's matured, and he's ready to settle down. And I swear to God, God answered my prayers tremendously. Another thing that I used to say too a lot was I always wanted my husband to be a Virgo. I have a thing with Virgos, Virgo men. I feel like even though they're often misunderstood, I feel like we click, you know, we get each other, we see each other. I'm a Pisces and we're often misunderstood too, so I feel as if we connect. We're like opposites, but all the pieces, it fits perfectly. So the last person, excuse me, I don't have the Rona, okay? This is my cooking. I need to, hold on a second. Let me turn off the stove. I'm back. I have to turn off the stove. So, yeah, like there was a couple guys that I dated that were Virgos. And ever since then, I already knew, you know, they were like the blueprint, but my husband is the Virgo. The first year of our relationship was rough. I won't even lie to you. It was really rough. The first 6 months was okay. It was good. But coming on to the ending of the year, it was really rough. You know, we had a lot of ups and downs. And at one point I thought we weren't gonna make it, you know. On his side, he had to deal with this crazy ex. And you know, it caused a lot of friction, you know. And then on my side, I had a little bit of an attitude problem. I won't lie to y'all, I'm gonna keep it real. He had issues too, don't get me wrong, because he did. But he will tell you now. He would say, Jody, the only two issues where he calls me baby or he calls me Jody Ann, but he never calls me Jody. But the only two issues he will tell you is, one, I'm highly irritated. Like, I get irritated when I don't get my way. And two, my mouth. I guess that you could just put them together and just say that's one. The irritation along with my mouth. But I've learned so much. I've changed so much since. It's crazy. And it's funny because when he used to tell me about myself, I used to think that he was tripping. Like, what am I doing? I used to think that he was tripping. Like, bro, I'm good. Like, I ain't got no problems. You the one with the problems. But then I had to look deep within myself and see, like, it's hard when someone is putting a mirror in front of you for you to see your reflection, because oftentimes it's not something that you're proud of or you wanted to see. And I tell you that I thank God every day for him, because I've never met anyone as patient as him. He's 10 years older than me, which I prefer. I've never been a fan of guys my age group for personal reasons, but he is so patient. And I was like, yo, for him to, when he complains about something, you already fucking up really, really bad. He already been putting up with it a minute. That's how he is. So when he started telling me about my attitude, I was like, yeah, I think I need to check that. So, but now he'll tell you like, babe, you have come such a long way. Like, I've calmed all the way down. For him, his thing that he had to work on was that, okay, so he kind of grew up with like a silver spoon in his mouth, or a gold spoon, whatever you want to call it. And he he used to come off a little bit entitled, you know, like he's thoughtful and he's very kind, you know. He doesn't care about money and stuff like that. If he has it, you have it. Like, it's not a deal. But like in certain situations, he'll put himself first. And when I analyze it in those same situations, I would put myself first. So I didn't like that at first. I was like, bro, you selfish. You selfish. And telling him all the time that he was selfish wasn't changing him. So sometimes I had to pull the plug. Sometimes I had to do like, okay, we're broken up, we're done. And he'll get like a few days apart for him to think about his actions. But he tells me all the time that I've changed him in so many ways, you know, for the better. And and at times I can't really see what I did to change him, because most of the time I thought I was just being myself. But you know, he said that I changed him for the better. Now, I won't even lie to you, like when we just started dating, we got a lot of blowback because I'm not okay. So he's Nigerian. He's of Nigerian descent. He's Yoruba. And when we started dating, you know, where I used to work, it was like 99% Nigerians, and they were very close knit, right? So they had this thing, like they used to act as if the men, like they own them, like that's their possession. And they was mad because he treated me so well, and they was mad, but they were mad because I was not Nigerian, I was an African. So they was be like, oh, you know, she's not one of us, she's a foreigner. And it was just so fucking crazy to me because the only thing was I wasn't African or I wasn't Nigerian. And at first it really used to hurt my feelings because, you know, I don't feed into stereotypes, because if I did, I would not have dated him, you know? And to see how they they hated the fact that I was a foreigner, they hated the fact that I was young, they hated the fact that I was put together. The only thing they kept saying was, oh, she only cares about hair and makeup and herself, like she's too much into herself. They wanted him to settle down with a wholesome, respectable Nigerian woman with who knows to make fufu and all of that, you know. And Bae wasn't having it. Bae was like, fuck y'all. I'm joking. I'm so silly. But he wasn't having it, so whatever. I win, y'all lose. Ha! I'm joking. But yeah, you start my feelings. Like, you start really, really, really hurt my little feelings. Because, like, I'm Jamaican. Our culture, like, we don't give a damn. Like, we cool. Like, oh, you dating a white girl? All right, congrats. You know, what's up? Like, yeah, you date with a white girl. All right. Invite her to the Sunday dinner, something like that, you know? And we don't care. Like, it's not that deep for us, you know. As long as you love the person and they take care of you and y'all love each other and you look out for each other, they're not disrespecting you and stuff like that, we don't care, you know. Like, love who you want to love, and if the person makes you happy, be happy. I never understood it. So, you know, that too was a little bit frustrating for me. But to be fair, I had a couple people too that used to warn me. As soon as they heard that he was Nigerian, they started, be careful now. You know, they always be scamming and all of this bullshit. Like, yo. I was like, this dude is a whole medical doctor. Like, get the fuck out of here. But I didn't care. You know, I think we didn't care. We just did our own thing. And eventually, like the real ones, they warmed up to us. They realized, like, you're a good girl. Like, you know, I hope my brother takes care of you, because they all see each other like family. So they'll call each other brother and sister and everything. And they're like, oh, I hope my brother takes care of you, blah, 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 whatever. You know, so that's on that. But yeah, our first year was rough, and then it got better. It got worse before it got better. But we never lost love for each other. We always stood by each other. We always stick together. And I think that's what held us, like, that's what kept it, our union, you know? And I remember there was a time, it was a little bit rough, and I was, you know, seeking God, and I was like, God, this is what's concerning me. This is what's concerning me. This is what's concerning me. And I kid you not, I remember one day he came, he called me, and every single concern that I had in regards to the relationships or the what ifs, he pretty much answered every single question I had without me having to tell him my concerns or my you know, what I was thinking. And I knew from there forward, like, God was in it, you know? Or every time I wasn't sure about something, it would just work out to where we'd be talking and he would, like, bring up the same thing that I'm thinking, but in a different way. So it came to a point where I did not even have to bring certain concerns to him, because for some strange reason, it would just connect. It would just connect. And a lot of time people would say, how do you know when you've met the one? And I would tell you guys this, it's cliche, and a lot of people say it, and at that time I used to think it was bullshit, like, yeah, whatever. But it is true. Like, when you know, you know. I swear to God, when you know, you know. And, you know, the biggest thing is you have to be patient. You know, you have to be patient. You can't rush it. You can't be thirsty for it either. Because I remember back in the day when I was dating and I was too thirsty, and I would never meet the people that was for me, you know. I kept meeting, like, users, abusers, people that wouldn't take me serious. And that was because I was rushing the process, you know. And you guys gotta realize too, a lot of time people put themselves in relationships and in marriage that God did not ordain. You knew before you walked down the aisle that this person wasn't for you, but you did it anyways, you know. And that's why I feel like it's important to seek spiritual guidance before you make the decision. Because I told my husband, I was like, listen, I'm a one and done type of girl. Like, I'm not divorcing, period, you know. And if I do, I'm not remarrying. It's just a personal thing for me. I take it seriously just as how I take God seriously. Like, when I go down and I be baptized and everything, like, I'm not turning back, you know. God got me for life. So, bro, you better be sure this is what you want, type of thing, you know. But we were always on the same page. Thank God, we were always on the same page. So I never really had to worry about that. Yeah, that's a little bit about me and my relationship with my husband. I'm more in the spotlight in like social media wise. I'm more into social media. He is pretty low key. He doesn't really care for it, and I prefer it like that. But in person, he's the popular one. Like, I'm the shy one, the one that's more reserved, the quiet one. I'll let him take the spotlight. Because most times after people meet me, like his friends meet me, you know, they're a little bit intrigued at first, but, and I don't mean that like in a bad way, but they're intrigued at first, but then I let my babe like take the lead, you know? I let him take the lead. I let him, you know, do his thing. I will just sit there and be cute, shit. I don't try to overpower him. I don't try to take the attention from him. I don't try to take the shine away from him when we're around people. I don't think that's necessary, you know? I let him do him in that regards. You know, whenever he asks me to like to step up, oh shit. Yeah, why y'all didn't tell me this shit had pulled back? Y'all got me doing my hair all this time and y'all was just gonna tell me? Y'all try it. But anyways, so it's because I've been using that got to be spray thing recently. I haven't really been like using my Ghost Bond because I'm tired of getting all that yuck out. So I just been like spraying it down, but whatever, I'll fix it. But yeah, so I'm not really, you know, I'm not really the attention whore type. You know, it's not I don't care. I was like, babe, you take the spotlight. Babe, you do babe, you do all the talking. I'll just sit here and be cute. But don't get me wrong though, I can carry a conversation. Cause my man don't like no dummy. But I feel like I don't have to prove anything. He knows how I am, I know how I am. He knows that I'm smart. And I don't need to prove anything, you know? Another thing too, I do, guys, I know y'all might laugh at me, but I really think like I'm like gifted in a sense. Like, I don't know if it's a Pisces thing or what, but I really think that I'm highly intuitive. Like, I be knowing, like I just know stuff. And a lot of times I just follow my gut feeling, or I would tell him like, this is what's gonna happen, this is what's gonna happen. And it happens, and he always have to come back. Like, I never have to say, hey babe, I told you so, because 9 out of 10 times he's gonna say it before I get to say it. Because I don't ever like to be like, oh, I told you so. You know, sometimes I'll do it, but I don't really like it. But he always say like, I be on, like every time I say something, he's like, your mouth. Because every time I tell him something, like, hey, just watch, this is what's gonna happen or whatever, it happens. I'm not like, am I the only one like that? I doubt it. Are any of you guys like that? You know, I think it's maybe a Pisces thing. You know, I think it's a Pisces thing. I just be knowing. And sometimes he's like, man, babe, I should have listened to you. I should have listened to you. And I was like, yeah, you should have, but it's okay. You'll know better for next time. I'll just give a quick advice though. If you're dating someone or you're in a relationship with someone, focus on you guys. Shut out the noise, shut out the extraness, shut out the haters. Just focus on you guys, you know? If his friends or family don't care for you and you are a good person, if your friends and family don't care for him and he's a good person, focus on y'all's relationship. One thing I do know, a real man will never sit back and allow his friends or family to disrespect you or come between y'all relationship. You know, he's gonna put his foot down. He's gonna be a man about it. You won't have to fight no battles. Your job isn't to fight battles. Your job is to sit there, be pretty, and let your husband or your significant other deal with that, you know? And, you know, that's another thing too about being a feminine woman. I feel like as women, sometimes as Black women, sometimes we do too damn much. And that's just me being real. You know, sometimes we do too much, you know? It's like, sometimes, like, I feel like sometimes we need to just sit back and be women. Sit back and be a lady, you know? I'm a strong advocate in the whole, I'm feminine, but I'm not a feminist. And I'll stick by that till the end of time. I'm not a feminist. I actually prefer some of how it was back in the day when men were men. And men knew what they were supposed to do. And it was no discussion about it. There was no conversation. There was no arguments. Oh, this, that, the third, whatever. Bro, you're a man. You know what you're supposed to do as a man, as a provider, as the head of the household. If I have to work 3 jobs to take care of the household, I don't see the point of me having a man. Because at that point in time, I am a man. Shit. And I feel like we need to start practicing being more, this is my shorts and it's just showing through. This is so annoying. We need to start practicing being a little bit more feminine, a little bit more soft, you know? Wear a little bit more dresses, ladies. Some sandals, some heels. Give up the tennis shoes. Unless you're going to the gym or you're going to work where you have to wear tennis shoes, like lay off of it. You know, sometimes the man that you want, you can't get him because you're not attracting him, because you're too masculine. You know, you have too much masculine energy going on. You know, I see sometimes women would be like to me, oh, I like your makeup, it's so pretty, but ugh, girl, I can't do that. I don't have the time. I would have to get up too early. And I'm thinking, why would you complain about getting up too early if you're doing something that's gonna make yourself better, to make you feel better? You know, and possibly if you're single, maybe attract a guy, you know, if you just took the extra step, you know? Sometimes we run around and we're so busy being moms, grandmas, stepmoms, being a big sister, being a daughter, taking care of everybody else but ourselves. And ladies, you need to realize that you matter too. You need to invest in yourself. You need to take care of yourself. You know, you need to do that. I mean, you owe that to yourself. Like, for instance, right? I do my own hair. I do my own makeup. So, because I do my own hair and I do my own makeup, I make sure to go to the nail salon, get me a pedi every 2 weeks, get my nails done every 2 weeks. I do not miss a nail appointment. And every month to 6 weeks, I go to my pretty kitty and I get my wax done, you know, because that's a part of pampering. That's a part of self-care for me. You know, my babe will tell you, like, I don't miss an appointment. Like, those are things I feel like is important. You have to take time out to wind down and relax. You know, if it means running your bath water, running a bubble bath, a book while you're just relaxing, you know, you deserve it. You work hard, you know, and you feel so much better. Sometimes doing my makeup is like therapy for me. And then seeing the outcome, I'm like, wow, I did that. You know, and I'll be so proud of my little self, you know. So, I say all that to say, guys, invest in yourself, take care of yourself, love yourself. You know, you only have one life. Make it count. Make it count. Don't sweat the small stuff. And always be a lady, no matter what. You know, people might piss you off. They might drive you crazy. You know, y'all, my dad called and just messed up my whole damn video. but telling me, well, I don't need to tell you what he told me. It's not that deep. But anyways, guys, I'm actually done at this point. I still need to glue this damn hair. This is so annoying, but it's okay. I'm going to fix it later. I'm going to fix it later. I hope you guys enjoyed my little chit chat video. I realize I'm not as nervous making these videos if I'm doing something while I'm making it. Because just talking to myself, just to talk to myself, like when I'm making a video just to make a video, it feels so awkward. I have to repeat it like a million times. Oh shit, I hope it doesn't fall off. Because oh my God, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. I feel like I'm messing up a lot and I don't want that. So what I'm gonna do when I'm done, I'm gonna pin curl it, and then I'm gonna tie it up in my little silk wrap. And tomorrow the curls are just gonna be, they're gonna fall. They're gonna be really pretty. Anyways guys, thanks for tuning in with me. Thanks for watching my little video while I curl my hair. It was a cute little girl talk. I hope to do it again soon. Be safe out there, protect yourself from Rona, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.